Hello and welcome to Tracking the Week. In a turn of events, Are Afe Babalola, the founder of Afe Babalola University in Ado-Ekiti, decided to drop all criminal defamation charges against human rights lawyer Dele Faratimi. This resolution came after heartfelt appeals from prominent figures including the Oni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi, and other distinguished traditional rulers, as well as influential personalities such as Bishop Koka and former President Olusegun Obasanjo. The charges stemmed from Faratimi's book Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System, in which he alleged that Babalola had corrupted the judiciary. Addressing journalists, Babalola expressed that he felt compelled to heed the wisdom of the Yoruba traditional leaders, emphasizing that the words of an Oba holds great authority in their culture. Oba Ogunwusi lauded Babalola for his immense contribution to the Yoruba people, nation and the global community, further urging him to consider the collective pleas for reconciliation. This gesture marks a moment of unity and understanding, showcasing the power of traditional institutions in resolving disputes. Still on Monday, Vice President Kashim Shettima said it is the responsibility of elected leaders in Nigeria to market the nation's democracy in terms of the quality of governance and other conduct and disposition towards the rule of law and respect for the welfare and security of its citizens. Shettima gave the assertion at the opening ceremony of the National Conference on Strengthening Democracy in Nigeria held in Abuja on Monday. Nigeria's vice president was represented by his special advisor on political matters, Hakeem Baba Ahmed, hammered on the need for Nigerian democracy to mean more than asking Nigerians to line up every 4 years to elect leaders, and that leaders commit to the demands of elected leadership in every transparent manner that will encourage good governance. Shettima also wanted leaders in democratic system is to lead with a vision which identifies a path and destination that ultimately benefits the citizens, even where some have legitimate reservations or have issues with them. The conference also availed all the African leaders the opportunity to suggest ways to improve African democracy and bring succor to the citizens. On Tuesday, the Nigerian government restated its commitment to promoting gender inclusivity in all parts of the country. Vice President Kashim Shettima made a declaration on Tuesday while briefing journalists on plans for the forthcoming Gender Inclusive Conference themed Breaking Down Barriers and Building Resilience for Sustainable Economic and Financial Inclusion for Women. The Vice President, who was represented by his Deputy Chief of Staff, Ibrahim Hejeda, revealed that the event would take place in the State House Conference Center on Thursday and Friday, highlighting the importance of women and the need to empower them for national development. The Vice President said the flagship initiative is part of the implementation of the recommendations of the ASU Accord for Economic and Financial Inclusion. He said it will provide a pivotal platform to promote dialogue, collaboration and actionable solutions aimed at empowering women and addressing official issues of gender equality across Nigeria and the African continent. The Vice President added that the conference will further showcase President Bola Tinubu's commitment to advancing economic inclusion for women as well as achieve Goal 5 of the Sustainable Development Goals. Still on Tuesday, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) expressed readiness to strengthen collaboration with the European Union in sustaining Nigeria's electoral democracy. Chairman of the Commission, Mahmoud Yakubu, disclosed this while receiving the new EU ambassador to Nigeria, Gauter Mignot, in Abuja. Mahmoud recalled that following the 2023 general election, the European Union Election Observation Mission, according to the chairman, 8 specific recommendations from this group has led to the enhancement of the nation's electoral system in the areas of dissemination of regulations and guidelines, the election training of election duty staff, employment of electoral technology, among others. He further disclosed that the Commission has commenced the implementation of aspects of the recommendations that only require administrative action by the Commission, Earlier in his remarks, EU ambassador asserted that good democracy could exist only when a credible electoral system enjoys the trust of citizens and stakeholders, emphasizing its position on political neutrality. The EU assured of its continued support to INEC in achieving its mandate. On Wednesday, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu called for a multifaceted response to terrorism, insurgency and other forms of security threat in the Lake Chad Basin region. According to him, the chain of events that has disrupted the stability of the region in the past 15 years demands that power must be wielded responsibly to guarantee the safety and prosperity of the people. The Nigerian president stated this on Wednesday when he declared open the 5th meeting of the Lake Chad Basin Governors Forum in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital. Hosted by the Yobe State government in Maiduguri, the meeting brings together 8 governors from Nigeria, Cameroon, Chad, and the Republic of Niger, as well as humanitarian organizations and local and international communities to address pressing security challenges and explore solutions for stability in the Lake Chad region. The military power is necessary to contain this security threat. It must be accompanied by strategies that address their root causes, including poverty, inequality, and lack of job opportunities for the region's young population, the vice president said. Earlier, the host governor of Yobe State described the forum as an opportunity for states around the Lake Chad Basin region across Nigeria, Niger, Chad and Cameroon republics to discuss and reflect on the journey so far since the regional strategy for stabilization, recovery and resilience became operational 6 years ago. Still on Wednesday, members of the #EndBadGovernance Now on Wednesday stormed the Federal High Court in Abuja, demanding the release of the remaining 11 suspects facing trial in court. The protesters, with banners of various descriptions, said since the last time suspects were brought to court, noting nothing has been heard about the matter. Correspondent Kulujo reports that the protesters, led by NLB, converged on the entrance to the Federal High Court in Abuja, despite heavy presence of security operatives against them by the federal government. Not only that, the protesters condemned the arrest, detention and arraignment of former presidential candidate and activist Omoyele Sowore, saying he should not be prosecuted for speaking the truth to power. The protesters also criticized the economic policies of the Tinubu-led administration, saying this has impoverished many Nigerians who are now living in penury. On Thursday, President Bola Tinubu said the positive report on Nigerians in the diaspora would inspire the younger generation on values that enhance the nation's image. The president commended diaspora Nigerians while receiving letters of credence from the High Commissioner of Canada to Nigeria, Pasquale Salvaggio, and the Commissioner of Sierra Leone, Dr. Julius F. Sande, at the State House. President Tinubu also received letters of credence from Legis Guillermo Heli, the Canadian High Commissioner, told President Tinubu that Nigerians are active in education, sport, science, health and business in his country. He said Nigerians in Canada demonstrate high responsibility, civility and purposefulness when pursuing their goal. Salvaggio, who had previously worked in Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire, said Canada seeks to expand its interest in oil and gas, ICT and agriculture in its partnership with Nigeria. President Tinubu lauded Nigerians' accomplishments abroad, describing them as an inspiration to many. In another meeting with the High Commissioner of Sierra Leone, President Tinubu affirmed that Nigeria's interest in developing the West Coast and Africa remains a priority. Still on Thursday, an Abuja Federal High Court granted bail to the former presidential candidate and the former convener of #Revolution Now movement, Omoyele Sowore, to the tune of 10 million naira and one shorting like sum. Recalled that Justice Musa Liman, at the conclusion of the hearing on bail application filed by Sowore on Wednesday, adjourned the matter for ruling. Correspondent Kulujo reports that the trial judge granted Sowore bail in the sum of 10 million naira with one shorty in like manner. The shorty, according to the court, must be a responsible individual with landed property valued in like sum. The surety is expected to deposit the original document of the landed property and a passport photograph to the registrar of the court. The trial judge ordered Shoura to deposit his international passport with the registrar of the court as well. He, however, gave Shoura 24 hours to perfect the bail conditions or be remanded by the police till the bail is perfected. Shoura and his lawyer spoke on the bail condition, and the case has been adjourned to April 8, 2025. On Friday, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board (JAMB) announced a new registration date for the 10th Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME). Registration will now commence on Monday, February 3, 2025, instead of the initially scheduled Friday, January 31, 2025. In a statement by JAMB Public Communication Advisor Dr. Fabian Benjamin, the change was necessary to allow the board to implement crucial adjustments to its registration process. This adjustment followed the recent suspension of certain law programs at selected universities, as reported by the Council for Legal Education. Additionally, JAMB discovered that some computer-based test CBT centers had obtained approval through deceptive means, necessitating further scrutiny and a disqualification of such centers. JAMB acknowledged the inconveniences this adjustment may cause students and other stakeholders and sincerely apologized for any disruption. It added that the extra time will be used to finalize the changes and ensure a smooth and transparent registration process. Still on Friday, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Benjamin Kalu, emphasized that any decision on abolishing the death penalty in Nigeria must reflect the will of the people. Speaking during a meeting with officials from the British, the High Commission and the Death Penalty Project, Kalu acknowledged the growing global shift away from capital punishment, noting that over 130 countries have abolished it. He pointed out that Nigeria's legal system still enforces the death penalty for crime being introduced in the House. Kalu revealed that the Constitution Review Committee, which he chairs, is examining the issue. He assured that any proposed changes would undergo public hearing to gather input from Nigerians. Leaders of the Death Penalty Project urged collaboration with Nigeria Parliament to explore possible legal reforms. They cited Zimbabwe's recent decision to abolish the death penalty as an example of progress in Africa. Kalu reaffirmed the commitment to upholding justice and humanity, stressing that any reform must balance fairness, security, and public opinion. And that's what we have on Tracking the Week.